Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back to Erased with me and my friend Isaac. Today we'll be recording episodes 3 and 4. Um, Again, we've already seen these episodes for anybody who maybe missed that the first time somehow. Um, because we said it quite a few times. I don't think it was possible to miss that. But if you did miss it, then there it is. If you're jumping in on episodes 3 and 4, then just a heads up, we have watched these. We're gonna try to keep things from the lens of people who or like what we would have been thinking when we watched these episodes the first time. We just decided the show was too good to not record and be able to see our reactions later. And we stopped I think right before it picked up like crazy. So um anyways, let's just go ahead and jump right into the episodes. I just figured I'd throw that little disclaimer out there for anybody that might care. But after this video, it's all blind, so.
Who do you think you are? Taking my mozzarella.
I love when he just accidentally says things out loud.
Did I say that out loud? Didn't Kona didn't Cosma do that a couple times?
Probably.
Was that out loud?
What day does she disappear? He's got a goal in mind.
Sponsorship.
Sure.
Not really.
X day. I love this up here.
It's really good.
This used to be one like I could never recognize, but like obviously watching the show will make me remember what it is.
Yeah, you could never not recognize it now.
I'd say so, yeah. Funniest part about anime OPs is having absolutely no clue what they're saying, but the song still slaps.
Yeah.
Also, what is good with that like flood, bro?
Dude. I still want to know what the heck's that's going on about.
Forgot to close the door. Didn't want any dogs running in mid-episode. I know the dogs will run in mid-episode if we don't close that door.
Bark, bark, bark.
Also, I just noticed, I think there was a fire in one of those shots. That's probably the fire that his mother mentioned him preventing.
I never noticed that, so. Odds are it probably is that exact fire.
I don't know what else it would be, but
Yeah.
just a funny little thing I noticed, I guess. So ignore the product placement, guys. Thank you. I wish I was sponsored by Coke. That'd be nice.
My whole milk mozzarella cheese.
Dude, that dude just said, shut up. Rip. I see. I love how there's no encouragement there. Like at first. I mean, she did say good luck, but it's like hockey team guy got off to a bad start. They would accuse him of cheating, huh? through the race.
How would anyone notice that he threw? That's what I want to know.
Bro was pissed that he let him win. He seemed impressed with how fast he was earlier.
Yeah.
He's pissed he let him win. He does not like his little posse, bro. Yeah. I'm guessing he seemed to have noticed how fast he was and that he suddenly slowed down right at the end. I think that's why. Like, he noticed it. I mean,
A racer would probably notice it, but
Yeah.
to a non-racer,
yeah.
I think I did comment on Kenya's eyes in that scene.
We did. That's where we looked at them the first time.
Yeah. I remember that.
Next day. She's hurt by that.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. The fact that she can just casually say that, that's like awful.
Yeah.
He's out of it. No, you did not. Sir Capalot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the problem. It's problematic. It gives them very little time before X Day. He does. The fact that he seems like a good guy is what concerns me. I feel like it's always the not like the guy who like is not that brutal, horrible person.
I feel like I can say this without safely having to say spoiler warning, but I'm not going to say it anyways because it is a spoiler.
Fair enough. Or the best.
Yeah, considering that show is like 10 years old now, I don't really have to say spoiler warning, but
Oh, what show are we talking about?
Bleach.
Oh.
I think that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. Anybody who knows from that.
Yeah.
That's gotta be so weird. Somebody you always looked up to is now younger than you. Technically.
Yeah, and
Never knowing them older than this. I feel like him knowing that information is probably why he'd be a prime suspect.
that and because
Although, what kind of serial kidnapper is going to admit that he knows like where a kid stays.
That and times relatively misunderstood people like Kaio, not Kaio. What am I talking about? Like Yuki, tend to be the first lines of suspect, especially back then.
Yeah. And the fact that he talks with like maturity, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's a bit concerning. Ooh, sheesh. You didn't see that, bro. Hmm. So I think it's all kinds of small stuff. Seems like probably why.
Circumstantial
Yeah, it's
evidence.
probably why he keeps like flashing back to those exact conversations with the detectives. Maybe it's because he's 29. Oh man, that's a tough transition. Just him on death row, looking like malnourished.
2006. That's his time.
Saving two people. Yeah, a bit. Took me a minute to realize it was snow covering the gloves, and not that they were like ripped in half.
I thought that they were ripped.
It's just the most horrifying like thing. God, the voice work is makes it even more brutal.
Hmm. Has to be a red herring.
It just feels way too obvious that it'd be the parent. Pressure on her.
Will say, Kaio's hair is a lot darker than her mom's hair,
Yeah.
and a lot closer to Kenya's hair.
The fact that she has to make that sad lie, that's awful, man.
Yeah, and to think about how many kids, like even in real life,
Yeah.
have to experience this.
Like that's exactly what makes it so horrid, you know? Like ice in, like it's possible it's that guy, but it just seems too obvious.
Yeah, yeah, it seems really obvious.
Guess we can't really mark it out, but it feels way too obvious that it'd be the dad and the abusive parent duo who has red eyes, right? Like,
Yeah. Could you imagine actually having to like light a furnace to warm up your classroom?
and hide all of them. Like you should probably. I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, exactly. It's the type of thing where they absolutely shouldn't be, but they totally would be. It's the type of thing that gets you bullied. Teacher takes this serious if he ignored an 11-year-old cussing in front of him. If only it was that simple. Clearly it isn't. Part of me keeps forgetting he's 29. I'm like, dang, that's really mature of him. And I'm like, wait, he's 29. Deck her right now. You're horrible. Somebody deck her right now.
True.
That makes a lot more sense. Why would you search your own back? She's so determined. Somebody deck this whole class. Oh, I thought he was about to deck her. Exactly. You're lucky your nose ain't broke. They're 11. I doubt that would actually happen, but I should chill. I'm encouraging 11-year-olds to fight. Maybe if they were in high school. It was a really nice gesture by him, though. Stand up for her when the whole class was against her. Well deserved. Excuse me. It's the most petty thing ever.
And some people never grow out of that petty face.
Yeah.
You stupid.
Didn't say no either, I guess. That'd be more fun than sitting in the park. I probably wouldn't believe it either. Is that a thing foxes like actually do?
No idea. I know nothing about fox behavior.
Are foxes like dangerous, or do they not attack people? I actually don't know.
Yes and no. They can be rabid. Most of the time, they're just too afraid of humans to actually do anything. Sometimes in areas where like human activity is relatively common, like on a skiing or bobsledding mountain,
Yeah.
like that. Sometimes people might feed the foxes, so they become a little more
Yeah, that's true. I was gonna say, I know I wouldn't let my kid
near a fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, and probably
This
a good
is
idea.
such a beautiful animation. I love this. Like the background and just the tree itself. It's all so nice, man. And the music to go with it.
And that shot right there
That
is
shot is so
phenomenal.
Oh shoot, wait, I have to pick thumbnails. That's probably the thumbnail.
That is definitely the thumbnail. Or that.
Yeah. Something from this scene. Almost every time is the thumbnail. Forgot about that whole thumbnail thing for a second.
That's a really good shot.
Yeah, there's so many good shots here. She just said, "Are you stupid again?" So this time she was like laughing while she said it, and you could tell. So nice. I loved that scene. That scene is so nice.
Why this music?
And then the intense music. Oh, that's the episode?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if, like, somehow freaking did, like, he is involved in this. Kenya. I forgot his name for a second. If he's somehow involved, maybe, I don't know. Maybe calling him the kidnapper or murderer is a stretch, but it's starting to feel like he's somehow involved. He knows too much for me to not at least doubt him. You know, maybe he is just
Smart kid.
yeah, and I am being absurd by doubting him, but
That scene, the two scenes that make me really call into question, as much as I like Kenya and as much as I like the teacher, the two scenes that make me call into question like their character integrity is that one right there, and then the very, very first classroom scene
yeah.
where he walks in and the teacher is walking up to the podium.
Yeah. I'm a bit concerned about them. I don't want it to be either of them, but if they feel like my most likely suspects right now because I don't know. The dad seems like such an obvious red herring that I think I'd be more surprised if it was than if it wasn't.
That's fair. And same with the mom.
Especially given that it's not like Kaio was the only one, you know? If Kaio was the only one, then there might be like a legitimate argument for that, right? That it was just, you know, they went too far, like killed her or something and dumped the body. But like, you know, she's not the only kid. So I feel like it's got to be somebody else. And it was 2 from that school alone. So if Kenya is feeding information to the teacher, and if it is the teacher or something, like, I mean, it could make sense. Again, I'm not saying that is what it is, but it is a certain possibility. That's my best guess as of now.
No one else that I can.
No one else jumps out to me.
And especially too the suit, like the suit, how the guy walked out of the apartment wearing that suit, like that's a very similar looking suit to the one that he wears. Not that clothing is really that big of a tell, but in an anime,
a deliberate choice like that is concerning.
Yeah.
And I will say, it's somebody the mom recognizes, which is why Kenya or the teacher would both make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to say Kenya as the sole one doing this,
but a co-conspirator,
given that he's like a kid. I mean, it's not like kid murderers are unheard of, but
yeah. I still want to know who the mom called when she said long time no talk.
Valid question. I think the easiest way to get this information is just to actually play the show.
Yeah.
So let's just jump right back into it. And then this is the last episode that we have watched. So after this, we're completely blind. As you can tell, that, like I said, we genuinely don't know much, like much more information So, like, I don't think we got, like, massively spoiled and went in knowing every detail or something, you know? So, that alone should prove that it wasn't Yuki, right? But I guess if there's
Close
too
enough to
much.
the park.
I mean, yeah, but he said he walked by him and then walked by the park and she was gone. I mean, I guess he could have jugged her,
Killed
killed
her.
her, dumped her somewhere, and then just gone right back. But
Yeah.
let's do that. There's still a lot of like questions to be asked. I mean, we're only a not even a. I mean, we're a third of the way through the show, but and I mean, all those questions still remain. If I remember correctly, this episode didn't really answer any of our questions, anyways. Um, so I don't think the answers are coming until the latter half of the show. So
Maybe the teacher has a god, like a god savior complex
I mean, yeah,
after reading the uh
it's possible.
Kaio's essay,
Yeah.
and he took it upon himself to send her to that island. I don't know, maybe.
But then why the other two?
Yeah, why the other two? We don't know anything about the other two. Or anything about those two scenes.
Yeah. Or if they actually even
If
happen.
they actually exist. Hmm. He seemed like he was old during that fire.
Well,
So
they never said he was a kid when it happened.
he just said that she just said that it was years ago.
Yeah.
She never
I mean, he was
specified.
29, so years ago could still even refer to him in his 20s.
Yeah, yeah.
We're approaching X Day. I feel that, man. Something's behind. God dang it. Perceptive.
That journalist in her.
Yeah.
She knows how to ask.
Mm-hmm. Get her doing the NBA or sports interviews instead of the bums that do it now. He'd ask better questions. That's one of the most brutal scenes. Bro, that girl was giving him an evil eye.
Maybe she's one of the other girls that went missing.
It's possible. If we get that information, I will be much more suspicious of the teacher. How convenient.
I remember how mad I was at this group just blowing him off like that.
Yeah. Well, I think they're just setting him up for a date, but
Yeah.
Greasy or not? That is the question. I did say that. Need to talk in the staff room again. Second time. That is concerning.
Well, we also do know that Kenya did talk to the teacher. Um, I won't say. It's a little bit of spoiler for this episode.
After this episode, we don't have to worry about that at least.
Yeah.
It's such an awful thing to say about your own kid. Or boredom. Probably not the move. I did not expect the yes. Clutch by the mom. No kidding.
Her eyes are brown in that. Eyes color changes a lot in this anime.
Lots of red herrings then. Yeah. How are they similar at all? Good looks, Mom. Well, yes, you did, but thank you.
What if it's not a red herring? What if it's just a... Well, okay, I guess it would still be a red herring, but what if it's a... Like... Just a people who do bad things have red eyes while they're doing it or thinking about it.
Yeah, it might be something like that. Yeah. I think it's pretty obvious. After the mom swung like that. He would never. What was that? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. that makes sense. Looks like it. Looks like not. I feel like. Yeah. It looks like different destination. No,
Different route, same
different route. Yeah, same destination. I guess is the way to put that. Like didn't change enough. I said actually we did want to go to the science center. Probably first time in quite a while. Sheesh. First, they gotta get engaged. What's that? Kids, bro. Hope. Kibo. It's like the one word I know in Japanese. Okay, I know a few actually, but running out of time.
Nani?
Almost X day. Bright red eyes.
And they were brown the scene before. Why? Why? Why do the eye colors change?
Maybe that means the eye color we saw at the beginning isn't significant in any way.
It is. Like, that is exactly what it means.
It's just their way of showing some evil intent, which calls into question Kenya for me.
Well, exactly. That's exactly what called it in for me too. But we haven't seen the teacher ever have any sort of red tinted eyes.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that, like, at any point.
Unless, of course, it is the teacher that killed the mom. Then we would.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen any hint of that so far.
Circumstances have changed a bit. Is it enough? That's the question.
Or maybe you just think that she was targeted because of her always being alone in the park. Maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it was something totally different.
Yeah, or maybe it was. Yeah, it'd be nice if it was that simple. Doubtful, though.
Yeah.
Because we got 8 episodes to go.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, maybe he pushes it back or something. Because, I mean, like, there's got to be some conflict for 8 more episodes. The fact that Yuki's not there notable? Kind of feels like that might be why they showed it.
I like the dynamic how they have two extremely different thoughts and running through their heads. And that scene right there. He's like, I just saved this girl from being murdered.
Yeah. And she's like, I have like a real legit friend.
Yeah. Or more than a friend.
And there's Yuki getting picked up.
And mom having red eyes in that.
And what, this is...
Mom's boyfriend.
Well, is this March 1st? Because
Are Kenya and her related?
I don't know. That seems like a stretch.
Or is Kaio like an adopted kid? Well,
That seems like a stretch, but we'll see.
I don't know, cause like she bears no resemblance to the mom and whoever the
Okay, so it was March 1st, yeah. Which I feel like that helps in our mind completely prove the innocence of Yuki, because he was there just chilling and got picked up. Well, I guess that doesn't really prove his innocence. He was just waiting to get picked up, I guess. It's over. Bro just dipped at 6 a.m. Pulling an all-nighter at age 11. And I guess kind of 29, but... The way she says that is hilarious to me. Brutal. Brutal.
especially when he knows it's their birthdays.
Yeah. Shouldn't have blown off the cleaning duty. That is tough. I don't have any, $50 roughly of spending money as an 11-year-old. Could not be me. They're not some, like, rich family. Imagine how long he saved that up.
5,000 yen isn't that expensive.
Yes, what, $50, right?
Roughly.
Yeah, I'm saying, did you have 50 spending bucks as a kid? I didn't.
On my birthday? Some years.
I did not expect that. Actually, wait, how did that information get? The teacher totally told them. That's the only way.
What?
Hinazuki's birthday too, because I don't think.
We know Kenya, and yeah, we know
Yeah.
that's one of the things they talked about.
Yeah, okay, it was him.
That's what I was going to comment about earlier. Was we know at least part of that conversation was the birthday. We don't know anything else.
Also, she sounds so heartbroken over that. Wasn't able to finish the present for her friend. That mom's like, yo, what? A lot of money for sandwiches.
Yeah, but it's also $50 for 5 kids and the mom. I mean,
Still a lot of money. There's 6 kids in our, or 6 people in our house. We don't spend that much money on sandwiches.
$10 a person. Well, a little less than $10 a person.
Genuinely so thoughtful. Probably the best day of her life. Like, actually.
Factually correct statement. You stupid. Fucker.
Didn't bring your coat. Dumb choice. You live in a cold area.
Mm. I hate my friend who recommended me this show.
Pain.
True.
See, I could maybe believe it if this was 12 or not 12
Hey, if this
episodes.
was episode 12,
Yeah.
this was a nice little slice of life anime,
Yeah.
not a murder mystery.
Yeah. No, that's how we've solved it. 4 episodes into the 12 episode show.
Totally not solve the mystery too. Have no idea who the killer even was. And everyone's looking at him, looking at that seat.
God, man. Okay, we are now officially caught up, first of all. This is exactly where we stopped, and this is exactly where we were like, this show's about to pick up heavy, isn't it? And we were like, stop. Are we recording this or not? Like, because I kind of want to see our reaction to the next 8 episodes.
Aha, I just want to freaking... I want to know. I've been holding myself back from reading the entire plot of this show because of this.
Isaac does not have much patience.
No.
He loves reading plots. We watched the Demon Slayer movie last night, and he's already read the entire plot of the manga. Not the manga itself. The plot. I mean, at least he doesn't spoil things, so.
Unless it's Wheel of Time.
I don't remember any of the spoilers, so.
That's good. That gives you an excuse to actually read it.
Yeah, I do need to read it. Can't be that much longer than Fade. Honestly.
With how fast you read? Yeah, probably.
Anyways, these were 2 more really good episodes. I think that kind of goes without saying. Again, we wouldn't have made the decision to record if these 2 episodes weren't so good. They really built up the relationship between Satoru, right? See you at the end.
I think it's Satoru. Satoru.
Just go to literally any scene of them not talking. But we can talk while we do that. Anyways, main character guy. And
Satoru.
It's Satoru. Satoru and Kaio, right? Their relationship was built up really well in these last 2 episodes. Really well. You have the amazing scene of them on the mountain at that tree looking at the sky, right, and the stars, and the foxes. And that whole scene was just amazing.
Dude, that would also be a good thumbnail with the foxes running around. Oh, man, I didn't even think about that.
And then you have this episode where, again, it was built on even more.
That scene right there.
Yeah, and you get them at the planetarium. Which episode is it that he stuck up for Kaio last episode, right?
Yep.
He did that. They've become such close friends so fast, and you can see the effects it's had on Kaio.
Yeah, within like 5 days.
Her at this party, like crying with happiness. Easily, this is probably just the best day of her life, almost certainly. And then she made that promise to Satoru, and she's just gone now, it would seem. Based on that last promise was never fulfilled, I would assume that she just went missing again. Delayed, like a day or 2. So ultimately, it just wasn't enough. Amazing episodes, and I mean, these are what really made me want to record, because the thing is, as stupid as it seems like to you guys maybe that I'd record at this point, I actually do go back and rewatch my own videos, right? That's why I started YouTube, right? I go back and rewatch my Your Lie in April stuff all the time. I mean, I don't do it like once a week, but I've gone back multiple times and rewatched my reactions to certain episodes. Because I mean, frankly, some of those reactions are quite visceral. I mean, the ending of that show. Whew,
Oh,
crying in
dude.
the club right now. Not even going to talk about the ending. Absolutely no spoilers. Please do not put spoilers for anybody in the comments. But I mean, like going back and seeing that reaction that I had, that's one of my favorite things about doing YouTube. So I didn't know if this show would elicit any reactions like that, and I just have a gut feeling that it might. So far, I've trusted my gut feelings, and they have not led me astray yet. So we will see, really, because actually, my almost everything I've recorded has just been on a gut feeling. Steins Gate is like the first game I like, really recorded. I wasn't gonna record that game. I literally recorded it on a gut feeling after the prologue. No regrets. Your Lie in April, I watched the first episode and then decided to record. No regrets. Now, hoping Erased is going to be the same type of thing. So far, trusting my gut's gone well. Hopefully, these next 8 episodes are absolutely amazing. But again, we should be watching it all pretty quick. We might actually switch shows and start Evangelion tonight, assuming my brother doesn't ditch us. But either way, this series will come out pretty fast. So if you guys are enjoying, first of all, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying. But the episode should come out pretty quick. Anyways, I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Peace.